Listen carefully because this moment is not small, and what is ending in your life will never rise again the same way. What wore you down? What kept pressing on your heart? What made you question how much more you could carry? It has reached its finish line. This is your turning point. This is the breath after the storm. This is the moment where the pressure starts breaking and peace starts walking in. Stay with me, because the next few minutes may speak straight into the place you have kept silent for too long. You did not come this far just to repeat the same pain again. No, something has shifted, something has closed, something has finally been completed. And even if your emotions have not caught up yet, the season itself has changed. If this message is finding you at the right time, take that in, let it settle, because what felt endless is ending, what felt heavy is lifting, and what tried to stay attached to you no longer has the same right to remain. Do not scroll away from this too fast, because the part that comes next may be the exact confirmation your spirit has been waiting for. You are not entering another round of the same battle. You are stepping out, fully, for real. And what comes after this will not look like what tried to break you before. You carried more than most people ever saw. You smiled when your heart was tired. You kept moving when your mind was full. You held yourself together in moments when it felt like one more hit could have brought everything down. But every silent tear, every sleepless night, every prayer whispered when no one else knew what was happening, it was seen. None of it was wasted. None of it was ignored. The pain had an end date even when you could not see it, and now that ending is here. The struggle that trained your endurance has finished its work. The pressure that tried to shape your fear has lost its grip. It is done. Not halfway done. Not almost done. Done. And if you have been afraid that life would drag you back into the same cycle again, hear this clearly. That door is not opening the same way. The old loop has been interrupted. The pattern has been broken. You may still feel echoes for a little while, because healing does not always arrive with noise. But do not mistake an echo for a chain. The chain is gone. The hold is gone. The chapter is closed. Keep listening, because what you thought was the end of your strength was really the beginning of a new kind of stability, one that does not shake every time life gets loud. There were days when you wondered if the pressure would ever stop. It felt like you were walking through the same hallway of pain again and again, meeting the same fear, the same confusion, the same emotional weight, just in different forms. But that repeat cycle has been cut off. The thing that once kept chasing your peace is losing access to you. Yes, memories may still visit, feelings may still rise for a moment, but they no longer control the direction of your future. That is the difference. What once dominated your thoughts will now pass through without building a home inside you. You will begin to notice it in simple ways. A calmer reaction, a steadier breath, a moment that should have overwhelmed you but somehow did not. A situation that would have broken your focus before, yet now you move through it with unexpected clarity. These are not small signs. These are real signs. These are the marks of change. And while everything may not transform in one dramatic second, the shift is already active. The old pressure is not your permanent address anymore. The old confusion is not your identity anymore. You are being led out of survival and into recovery, out of tension and into steadiness, out of being constantly on edge and into a life where peace is not rare. Watch this closely, because the next season may feel unfamiliar at first. Not because it is wrong, but because calm has been missing for too long. What was taken from you will not be returned in a weak form. What is being rebuilt in your life will come back stronger, cleaner, and more aligned with who you are now. You are not being left with empty hands. You are not being sent forward with only scars and memories. You are being restored. The strength that was drained is coming back. The clarity that was clouded is returning. The parts of you that felt worn thin are being renewed with something deeper than temporary motivation. This is not a quick emotional lift that fades when real life shows up. This is a lasting foundation being formed inside you. There is a new peace settling into your thinking, a new steadiness entering your decisions, a new confidence beginning to rise, and it is not loud, not forced, not fake. It is quiet. It is grounded. It is real. You will trust yourself again. You will stop second-guessing every move. You will start to feel direction where there used to be fog. And the things that once pulled you into panic will no longer have the same power to shake you. Stay here with this, because many people quit listening right before the breakthrough line lands, and this may be the part you need most. You are not going backward to relearn the same lesson. You have already passed through the fire. Now you are stepping into the space that the fire prepared you for. There is protection around you even when you cannot see it with your eyes. There has been protection around you in moments you did not understand, in delays that frustrated you, in closed doors that upset you, in changes that did not make sense when they first happened. Looking back, you will see that not everything leaving your life was a loss. Some things were removed because they could not go where you are going. Some people, some patterns, some habits, some distractions, some emotional attachments were never meant to continue into your next season. This is not rejection. This is clearing. This is alignment. Space is being made for what truly belongs with you now. That is why certain connections may fade. That is why certain opportunities may quietly lose their appeal. That is why some environments may start feeling too tight for the person you are becoming. You are changing. Your standards are changing. Your peace matters more now. Your energy matters more now. Your time matters more now. And because of that, you will begin to notice a stronger boundary forming inside you. Not a cold heart, not distance for the sake of distance, just wisdom, clean wisdom. The kind that knows when to stay, when to step back, when to say yes, and when to leave something alone without guilt. Keep listening because the next shift is not only around your circumstances, it is happening inside your mind, inside your reactions, inside your sense of worth. Your mind is being renewed. Thoughts that used to race are slowing down. Overthinking is losing its control. The pressure to figure out every detail before taking one step is starting to weaken. In place of all that noise, a steadier understanding is growing. You will think more clearly. You will see more clearly. You will feel less trapped by fear-based decisions. For a long time, survival taught you to expect the worst, to prepare for disappointment, to read danger into every delay, every silence, every change. But that old internal alarm does not get to run your life forever. It is being quieted now. You are learning how to move from peace instead of panic. You are learning how to choose from clarity instead of pressure. You are learning how to breathe in moments that once made you freeze. This matters more than you know, because a clear mind changes everything. It changes how you see people. It changes how you judge timing. It changes what you accept. It changes what you walk away from. It changes the future you build. And the best part is this: you do not have to force this change like a performance. It is already taking place through what you have survived. You have learned too much to stay the same. You have seen too much to return to old blindness. You have grown too deeply to fit back into what once drained you. If this is speaking to your season, stay to the end, because what is coming next is about the new kind of confidence rising in you. A quieter confidence is returning to your life, and this confidence does not need applause to survive. It is not built on outside approval. It is not built on proving something to people who failed to understand you. It is built on truth. It is built on what you made it through. It is built on what did not destroy you. You are beginning to recognize your value in a deeper way, not as a slogan, not as a temporary mood, but as a real knowing that changes how you carry yourself. You will speak with more calm. You will make decisions with more strength. You will stop begging to be chosen in places where your worth has already been made clear. You will stop shrinking yourself to make other people comfortable. You will stop doubting your every step just because someone else does not understand your path. This is not pride. This is healing. This is what happens when a person begins to stand on solid ground after too long in emotional instability. Opportunities will begin to match this version of you. They will not come wrapped in chaos. They will not come carrying the same confusion as before. They will feel cleaner, more fitting, more peaceful. You will sense the difference. And when it happens, do not talk yourself out of it just because it feels unfamiliar. Sometimes peace feels strange only because struggle became familiar. Let that truth sink in. The new chapter may feel softer, but softer does not mean weaker. It means healthier. It means right. Your relationships are being refined as well. Some connections will deepen because they are real, honest, and able to grow with who you are becoming. Others will slowly fade because they were tied to an older version of you, one that accepted confusion as normal and exhaustion as the price of love. That version of you is changing. You are no longer meant to fight for room in places that do not honor your presence. You are no longer meant to explain your value to people committed to misunderstanding it. You are stepping into spaces where respect is natural, where care is mutual, where peace does not have to be earned through constant effort. This shift may feel emotional at times. It may ask you to release what is familiar even when familiar has not been healthy, but what stays will be stronger for it. What enters next will be better for it, and what leaves was not meant to define the rest of your life. There is wisdom growing in how you connect, how you trust, how you listen, how you choose. You will feel it. You will notice sooner when something is off. You will sense faster when something is right. That inner awareness is not accidental. It is one of the gifts your hard season produced. So do not despise what the struggle taught you. It sharpened your sight. It strengthened your inner voice. It taught you the difference between noise and truth, between pressure and purpose, between attention and real care. And that wisdom will guard your next steps well. There is also a restoration happening in your energy. You have been tired in ways that sleep alone could not fix, drained in ways that were hard to explain, present on the outside, but carrying so much inside that even small tasks felt heavier than they should have. That is changing. The weight is lifting, and with it, your energy begins to return. You will feel more present in your own life, more engaged, more available to joy, more focused on what actually matters. This is not a quick rush that disappears overnight. It is a gradual renewal, steady and real, and it will keep building. You will notice that not everything irritates you like before. Not everything pulls at your nerves like before. Not everything drains you at the same level. That change is important. It means your inner world is no longer stuck in constant strain. It means your strength is being redirected. You are not being prepared only to survive. You are being prepared to build, to create, to enjoy, to move with intention, to choose what is meaningful instead of just reacting to whatever demands your attention. This is where your life starts gaining rhythm again. A better rhythm, one with room to breathe, one with room to think, one with room to feel without drowning in what you feel. Stay with this message because the next part matters. The healing taking place in you is not shallow. It goes deeper than visible behavior. It is reaching the source. The wounds you carried are being healed at the source, not just covered on the surface. You are not being asked to act like nothing happened. You are not being told to pretend the past was easy or harmless. What happened was real. What it cost you was real. But it does not get to define you forever. Real healing honors the pain without giving the pain permanent authority. That is what is happening now. Memories may return, but they will not crush you the same way. You will remember without falling apart. You will reflect without losing your peace. You will look back and recognize how far you have come instead of feeling pulled back into the same emotional prison. That is growth. That is freedom. That is what real restoration looks like. Your heart is also softening in a healthy way. There were seasons when you had to harden yourself just to keep functioning, just to survive what was happening around you. But now you are being restored in a way that lets you care without carrying everything, love without losing yourself, and trust without ignoring wisdom. This is a better strength, a cleaner strength, a strength that does not come from being constantly under pressure, but from being deeply grounded. And that grounding will change the way you move through every area of life. Your future decisions, your boundaries, your habits, your relationships, your purpose, all of it will begin to reflect this new inner steadiness. You are being led into decisions that match peace, not fear. In the past, pressure may have pushed you into choices that kept you stuck, choices made just to escape pain, avoid conflict, or survive the moment. But now a new kind of wisdom is taking shape in you. You will choose what grows you, what stabilizes you, what protects your well-being, what brings real alignment. You will feel less pulled by urgency and more guided by understanding. That matters because not everything that moves fast is right, and not everything that is delayed is against you. You are learning timing. You are learning discernment. You are learning how to notice the difference between what looks exciting and what is truly meant for you. There is freedom in that, real freedom, the kind that does not have to chase everything. The kind that can pause, the kind that can wait, the kind that can walk away from what disturbs your peace without feeling guilty for protecting your future. And as this wisdom grows, so will your sense of purpose. You may not see the whole picture yet, but you will begin to feel drawn toward what fits your deeper calling. The pull will become clearer. The direction will become steadier. The next steps will not feel forced. They will feel right. When that happens, trust it. Do not let old fear talk you out of new peace. The life ahead of you is not asking you to return to confusion just because confusion used to feel familiar. There is a release happening from old expectations too. Some of the pressure you carried was never truly yours. Some roles, some demands, some emotional burdens, some standards were placed on you by people, by fear, by history, by survival, but they were never meant to become your identity. Those weights are being removed. You do not have to keep becoming what pain trained you to be. You do not have to keep living as if struggle is the only way to prove your strength. Your strength has already been proven. Now it is being refined for something better. Instead of using all your energy just to endure, you will use it to build a meaningful life. Instead of spending your days recovering from emotional storms, you will begin to live with greater balance, order, and calm. Instead of fighting for every small bit of peace, peace will begin to feel normal. That may sound impossible after what you have seen, but it is not. It is exactly where you are being led. A life where stability is not rare. A life where growth is not constantly interrupted by chaos. A life where joy does not feel suspicious. A life where your inner world is not always on edge. This is not fantasy. This is the result of what has been completed in you. And even if the progress comes step by step, every step will be building something real, something lasting, something stronger than the old patterns you are leaving behind. Joy is returning to your life in a clean and steady way, not as noise, not as distraction, not as a fragile moment that disappears the second something goes wrong. Real joy, the kind that can sit beside responsibility, the kind that can remain even when life is not perfect, the kind that reminds you that your story is not only about what hurt you. You will start noticing lighter moments, small smiles that feel natural, rest that feels safe, gratitude that rises without force, a growing sense that you do not have to stay prepared for disaster every second of the day. That is healing too. Emotional balance is forming in you. Before, your heart may have been pulled in too many directions at once by fear, uncertainty, and pressure. Now there is a steadiness settling in. You will pause before reacting. You will think before spiraling. You will respond with more understanding and less panic. This does not mean you will never feel anything hard again. It means hard things will no longer own you. It means your peace is getting stronger than your triggers. It means your center is holding, and that is a powerful change. It is also making room for gratitude, not for the pain itself, but for the growth that came through it. One day you will look back and see that what felt like collapse was also construction. What felt like loss was also clearing. What felt like an ending was also preparation for a much better beginning. So now move forward without carrying what has already been completed. Do not drag old fear into a new season. Do not keep rehearsing the pain as if it still has authority over the next chapter. It does not. You are free to build differently now, free to choose differently, free to think differently, free to love differently, free to rest differently, free to walk into the future without assuming that every good thing will turn bad. That chapter is closed. You are not the same person who entered that valley. You have grown. You have learned. You have become more aware, more grounded, more resilient, and more able to recognize what protects your peace. Let that matter. Let that growth guide you. Let that new clarity shape your next decisions. There is something better opening in front of you, and it will not require you to become smaller to receive it. It will not require you to abandon your healing to hold on to it. It will meet the new you, the stronger you, the wiser you, the steadier you. So take a breath and receive this. The weight is lifting, the cycle is broken, the fear is losing its voice, the old chapter is finished, and your new beginning is already unfolding. Stay expectant. Stay open. Stay steady. Because what comes next will not repeat the old story. It will reveal just how much has truly changed within you, around you, and ahead of you.